All right, welcome to M.A.S. Movies and Shows, man. And here we got a show coming up pretty soon on Netflix called Fubar. Fubar. Every time I hear Fubar, I think of Tango and Cash. Damn, what a great movie. Damn, what a great movie. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Fubar is an acronym. I'm not going to tell you guys what it stands for, but it can either be you got the bad end of the stick in a fight, or you were at a bar tossing them back too much. Either way, you were Fubar. Look, man, Tango and Cash, what a great one, dog. So check this out, man. Um, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is, in my opinion, one of the best action movie stars, right? Especially for a certain era. He's coming out with this show called Fubar. Now, to the best of my knowledge, Fubar, there's an actual movie called Fubar that has nothing to do with the show. I've never seen the movie. It looks like it's two heavy metal rock and roll dudes, I guess, but I've never seen it. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys could let me know what's going on with that. But here we got a series here on Netflix that's gonna be coming up in May with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Schwarzenegger's a pretty big movie star. And you see what Stallone is doing over there with Tulsa King, and that's a great show. And we'll definitely be getting into Tulsa King because Schwarzenegger is kicking ass on that show on the serio, man. Here's the thing with good old Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, I am going to watch this show. Okay, I am. And I am an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. It just got me to thinking, and I want you guys to think about this. When was the last time Arnold made a great movie? To the best of my knowledge, this is the only show he's done. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not talking about he made a little cameo. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about he is the main character. To the best of my knowledge, this is the first show that he's the main character. But when I start thinking about his movies, I try to go back in my think tank and I'm like, the last few movies that I've seen of his, not to say that I've seen them all, but the last few movies that I've seen of his, I'll be honest, they were not good. When I think about, his classics, the ones that everybody loves, the Conan, right? Conan the Destroyer, Red Sonja, Terminator, and Raw Deal was pretty good, and Red Heat, and The Running Man, Commando, Predator, all those greats, man. True Lies, The Last Action Hero, Terminator Part 2, all these greats, right? I'm not really too into, the comedy. I mean, you got some good classics like Twins and uh, some other ones in there. What's another one? Jingle All the Way is good. So he's got some good ones in there, right? But for the most part, he's Kindergarten Cop. That one's always good. But we're just sticking with action. Um, those are some classics and some greats. But I'm gonna be real, man. Once I got word that this show was coming out, I started thinking like, all right, man, Arnold's back doing some good stuff. And I'm like, well, wait a second, is he really doing some good stuff? Because the last stuff that he's done, I'm trying to think, and what's the last great movie he made? And I'm not talking about he was in the movie. I'm talking about where he is the main character. So I'm not talking about the Expendables, because yes, the Expendables are great movies, but in all reality, that's Stallone, Holmes. That's keep being real, okay? That's Stallone. The movie Escape, yeah, you could say that Arnold was somewhat of a main character, but again, that's still just Stallone. Stallone is the main character in that movie. So, what's the last great movie that uh, Arnold made that was great? I'm trying to think just off the top of my head. Collateral Damage was terrible. The Sixth Day was awful. I know he did some of these newer Terminator ones, and I didn't really like them. Um, what was the last one that I thought was okay? Terminator, was it Genesis? I think it was. That one was okay. That one wasn't too bad, but it wasn't, doesn't even come close to some of his old classics. I'm trying to, Sabotage was a terrible movie. Terrible movie. And again, man, we may have different tastes. So some of you guys might love some of these movies that I'm naming. I thought they were just god awful. Sabotage was terrible. I know he has another Terminator movie, I think that came out like in 2019. And I think I watched some of it and I wasn't really interested. But the last the last movie that I can think of just off the top of my head where I can say it was okay was Eraser. And even at that, I don't think the movie's that good. You know, with Vanessa Williams, even at that, just being real, dog, it wasn't that great of a movie. It was okay. You know, it's watchable, but I don't need to watch it again. The last great movie, I'm talking about great movie of Arnold's, in my opinion, I think was True Lies, which was what, 1995, 1994 ish. Somebody could help me out with that. If you want to throw an Eraser, that's fine. Go ahead, throw it in. It's not a bad movie, but it's not. I wouldn't throw it in there with you know a lot of the greats that he has in there. But if you want to go ahead and throw it in there, that's fine. Terminator 3, I didn't really care for too much. So, you know, I maybe I'm missing a movie. Like I said, I haven't seen all of his newer stuff. Maybe some of you guys can help me. Don't give me a movie that's okay. Give me something that's really great that you would put in there with the likes of say Terminator Part 2, Predator, Commando, The Running Man. Does he have any of those? Or am I onto something? Are all, I don't know how many movies he has out there where he's the main character that he's done after the movie Eraser. But am I onto something, man? It has his movies fallen kind of flat when you compare it to those old classics? You guys let me know, but I will be watching Fubar on Netflix dropping in May. I'll catch you guys next time.